Let's go with this check. Play rook f8. Whoa! Stalemate in the last second! What a naive guy! I like this one. This is good. He's a Germany IM, and we're gonna use Slate the Sicilian thing. You're familiar with this stuff. So let's go with the most typical development. Here you just play c3 followed by bishop to e3. You know that we're not afraid if they push any d4. They wanna go like this. Okay, knight c3. Take by queen. Take that pawn. Defend the pawn. What's my plan here? I should be more than happy if I somehow manage to trade the dark square bishops off. So that should be my goal here. I gotta play e5 to release some pressure. But in that case, I'm just giving up some other important things in this position. Okay. Let me just go with... He just wants to take that pawn on d3. Okay. Let me just go with g4. I'm still not afraid if I lose that pawn. Let's go with f5. You know what? Otherwise his bishops are becoming crazy strong. And I really need to do something very aggressively here. Otherwise I'm gonna get mated, right? So I can see some e takes f6. If he plays queen b2, maybe just have to find a way to mate him. And to keep the pawn on f6 forever. I can see it. Bishop f6, e takes f6, queen b2, f takes e6. And if when he plays that one, knight g5, baby, big Maya found it. Oh, look at this, babe. What if this? What if this? You gotta work on tactics. Slay the Sicilian. Way. Let's go e4. Play the Sicilian. Play d3, f4, or whatever. On d5, you just play knight. Any d5, you react with d3. That's a rule. Somebody asked me after I made the video, how should he play like this? If they go with this Moldavian flexible setup, nothing. You just play like bishop e3, like knight bd2, and you just play like a bunch of very normal moves. I'm not trying to do anything here, just playing flexible. Here I just blundered the pawn. Kind of terrible here. And now when you lose the pawn, you don't wanna make his life easier. You know what? Don't try to do this at home and play chess like this. This is disgusting. Bishop c4. Let's go with this. I want to place my rook in to unpin it because I hate this bishop. I'll take it. Play knight f3. Chase it away. Hey, you know what? I like this one really, really a lot. King is weak. He's got lots of problems in this game. I believe he missed that I want to play bishop h2. Let's go here. Pinning the rest of his pieces, threatening bishop e5. But just like I said, this is not the game to be proud of. Made too many mistakes. And I'm pretty sure you won't be proud of me with this one. Let me just turn on the light. So rook f3, queen d1, king h2, knight f3 check. Let me just... Oh, he's threatening rook. Bishop e5. Oh, I gotta take that. If he wants to trade the queens off and to allow me to put my rook there, I'll do it. Now I'll play bishop f5, which gives me a reasonable hope that I can fight for something in this game. Look at this. This one is nice. If he goes rook f8, I have this one. So I have a draw. I have a draw. Okay, I have a draw. Let me just see if I can win this. Bishop. Oh, bishop g6. Bishop g6 wins, right? Because I'm threatening mate. And that's just winning. Okay. That's just winning. Because if he goes with rook f2, I go rook a8, rook f8, bishop h7, king f7. No, it's not. Rook f2, king g1, rook f8. I mean, I'm better here, but I'm not sure if I have... Okay. I missed this. Let's go with this check and I'll go here. Nice. Mr. Tarash. Didn't know he was still alive. Let's go. Slay the Sicilian. Slay the Sicilian. Everybody goes with this. I didn't know that. Queen e1. Queen h4. Get ready, Mr. Tarash, for checkmate. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me when it happens. Am I supposed to play h3 or to immediately push f5? Let's go first with h3. To bring my knight here. I'm slowly but surely getting ready for f5 and piece sack no matter what. Don't even ask me. If your question is, can I resist here not to sack? No, I can't, man. But I'm going to play one very sneaky move. Actually, wait a sec. I gotta play f5. I'll go with queen on... No, oh my god, I almost played it there. Knight f6 would trap the queen. So queen g3. Okay. And on that one, I'll play very flexible. I'll go h4. The idea of h4 is to provoke them to play f6. Once they play f6, okay, I'll take my bishop. Once they play f6, my bishop is gonna go via d1 to b3 there. Okay, not a big deal. This one. I'm still waiting for f6. And once that happens, I'll go with c3. And c3 will decide the game there. Yes. Now my bishop goes on a better diagonal. I'm also softening up an importance of that bishop, so everything should work very properly here. Okay. Let's go. Can I play queen g4 first to threaten to jump here? Okay, he wants to go there. H takes, h takes. Can I play rook to d1 so I can push d4 and trap his bishop? I'll take it, I have to, right? Take it, knight f8. I'm not entirely happy. I mean, I can sack a piece, I can go there. Let me just go with this. I'll have to sack a piece. Go with this. And play like queen g6 with the idea of bishop h6. This is what I could see here. And let's see what is Mr. Tarash going to do. Okay, I'll take it gladly. I'll take that as well. I'm threatening here. Also, I want to kick this bishop away with f6. F6, e takes, rook f1. F6, e takes, rook f1. Let's go with that. I like it. Let's go with that. I really enjoyed this Slay the Sicilian. It's so strong. Thank you, Theo, for asking me to make a video about it. Dr. Hamzavi. So I should play something interesting against Sicilian. What should it be? Let's go with Slay the Sicilian with the bishop e2 reverse Dutch. So let's go with that one. F4, knight f3. And you know that we did a lecture on this. Just like I said, my opponent is around 2000 guy. Not like the highest rating here, but once again, I have to repeat. I just need to warm up first. Okay. King goes on h1. For some reason, we have some problems with the clock. You'll be able to watch it like now. So Slay the Sicilian, for all of you who are willing to try it out. Here, bishop e2 doesn't seem to be working because of knight c4 and rook b1. You know that we just want these guys to take. On f3, then you recapture by knight. At some point, you want to play c3. That's also a good thing. I can play knight c4, but I also like the queen h4 thing. And it's a good thing that you always capture by knight in this position. They still don't have bishop b2 because of rook b1 afterwards. Oh, the guy played long castle, but what happened with the bishop, man? Oh, you forgot it. Fine, let's go in the next one. These guys, they don't have respect at all. So queen h3, threatening knight g5, threatening knight c4. But more importantly, this guy should resign here. For some reason, my clock doesn't want to get upload after every single game. Man, rook b1, what's happening with your tactics? What's wrong with these 2000 guys here? I could have even played knight c4, so that was even better, right? In 13 moves, he blunders a bishop on g4 and bishop on b2. Maybe he gave his kid to play against me. Let's go. Rook takes b6. First include check. And you know in the lecture, Slay the Sicilian, any knight d4 should be faced with a bishop d1. Of course, not here, but you just know that even that option doesn't seem to be working for them. Let's kick this knight away and play g4. Bring my bishop to b3 to threaten on e6. Take there. Open it up. This is a friend of mine. So bishop a4. Let's take. Jump with the knight on e5. Bring my queen to f3, threatening queen c6. Rook comes to b1, threatening on b7, right? Taking here and immediately giving this guy check. Giving him check, check, and this one is checkmate. Sicilian, slay the Sicilian with bishop e2, f4, knight f3, castles, queen e1. But usually in this setup, when they go with e6 and d6, knight g and e7, you should go with a little bit different. Knight bd2 c3 or c3 knight a3. That's like a better setup of your pieces. So let's just go with this one. I'll kick this knight away. Actually, I'm supposed to take my bishop. Let me just develop my bishop with tempo. Like this. He's gonna play b6 and d5, I guess. If he plays like this, it's not a big deal. Then I'll go with knight d2. Knight a3 was also good. He wants to play b5. Let me just stop that. And let me just go with queen to g3 because I'm intending to go with f5 at some point. Also, he can't push b5 because if he pushes b5, I'll take. And I believe this is the right moment to do an action and to take an action in the game and to play knight c4. Now I'm threatening pawn on d6, breaking with f5. Now I have like a good version of, how do we call that? Grand Prix attack. On this one, I can see f takes, f takes. I can see knight d5. I can see bishop f4. Kind of like bishop f4 because if he takes on d3, I just play bishop d6. If he takes on c4, I'll recapture, and he may have lots of problems with the d6 square, with the d file that is going to be open. b5 is not going to be possible afterwards. Yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. Let me just continue to create weaknesses in his position. Bishop e3. I want to play a rook a to d1 or rook f to d1, whatever. Now I want to play rook f to d1. He can play queen b6 because of b4. Exactly. Let me just go with g4 just to tackle his king side a little bit more. Where is this guy from? Not sure. So he played this one. Let me just take it and create a passed pawn. So I can maybe take advantage of the passed pawn a little bit later. If he takes, I'm gonna recapture. Now I'll bring my bishop back here. Let's defend it. And I'm not only defending the pawn, I also want to improve position of my bishop with the bishop c4. Rook on d1 does a great job there. Okay, you know what? I can take on g6. I can play lots of things in this position. He feels it pretty difficult. Let's go one multi-purpose move. I want to play rook to d2. And I'm definitely gonna go with that move. He can't touch my pawn. Let me just take it. I just have to rush a little bit here. He can't touch a6 at all. Put the king into safety. Play rook f1. Now I want to place my bishop somewhere else and to crush him on the f file. Bishop g5 seems to be working. Let me put the king into safety as well. Going here. Rook f6, bishop f6, rook f6, bishop g5. Well, let's go with that one. I can see a lot of tricks after rook f6. But I'm two rooks down, man. What is this? Wow, terrible. Okay. Not the brightest example of Slay the Sicilian. But I still have that passed pawn, so I still have some tricky chances. I'm gonna push my pawn. Threatening bishop h6. Is he going to see that? Is he going to see that? Threatening queen g7, and it's unstoppable. Sometimes you should play even being down a rook, and that's what I tell to my son all the time. Just be tricky. Wow, this is good. I am no skill, only luck. Let's go with e4. So slay the Sicilian with the bishop e2. Play d3. All these guys go with pretty much typical. Play the knight f3. I don't understand h5 as a move. But I guess there must be a point behind it, right? He wants to play knight to e3. Should I be afraid about that one? I'll go here. And if he jumps on e3, I'll take and play c3. Here I play knight a3, just like in the Dutch. That's why you call the system reverse Dutch. Let's go with the knight g5. He'll have to play knight to e3. I gotta take this one and play rook f2. This move also limits the knight on e3. So once I come somewhere, you might have lots of problems with it. Okay, knight c4 is definitely gonna kick his knight away. Let's go with that move. Let's go with that move because I'm pretty happy to get like, oh my goodness. Oh, terrible. But okay, I still like these knights if I manage knight e4, but he doesn't want to let me go with that. Oh la la. Let's exchange the light square bishops. Because here I have like big respect for these bishops. I like my knight that can come on e4, but I also like the knight on g5. It was doing some tricks there. Let me just prevent any c4 ideas. So knight comes on e4, right? Let's go with this one. I am no skill, only luck. I played against this guy twice. And just like you see, I lost 2 games. So let's go there, knight g5. Somehow he plays hyper solid without making a single mistake. Who's the guy? I don't know. Check it. Next time, queen on a3 goes there, right? I'm gonna play some f5, doing some tricks with the queen and the piece, but I'm just completely lost there. Oops. That's it. That's it. I got lucky in that game, so luckily this IM shows no respect for Big Mime. And he got mated. It was bad game. It was bad game, let's be honest. And let's go to the analysis board here to see what would analysis board say. So probably in this position, I made a mistake when I played castle and allowed him this d4. Okay, I made like knight c2 big blunder, but I could have gone with h3 first to kick that knight away, then to play like more flexible with c3. And so Yeah, definitely I was supposed to play that. Because the way I played it, it didn't satisfy me at all. Here I didn't... Okay, I mean, he only has one piece in the heart of my game. On the other hand, I have like... I still like my position. H4, H3. Okay, here I blundered badly. Probably bishop F3 first. Probably bishop F3 first. And I would be just a lot better because rook on F2 controls. I can kick it away afterwards, bring it back if needed into the center, secure with A4 because he doesn't have B5, and that would be a lot better.